There's something that you might have experienced when actually trying to become better. And one of those reasons can be by needing motivation all the time. Always reading motivational quotes, watching 20-minute videos on how to be disciplined, and always feeling dull when there's no motivation playing. If that's how you discipline yourself, if that's a way for you to actually feel like that you're being productive and you're actually being disciplined, I'm guilty of that too. I tried that as well. What I learned from that experience, from thinking that I was building discipline, was that instead of relying on motivation, I needed to rely more on consistency. Let me explain why. As you may know already, motivation gives you the loud, hopeful, and vivid energy that makes you want to reach your goals. It really gives you a sense of accomplishment, hope, and drive for what you need to do, right? Consistency, on the other hand, though, it doesn't need loud music or a 2 hour podcast. It just comes naturally by doing what you need to do day after day. Consistency is by doing what you need to do daily without needing to feel great or mighty all the time. No. Like, for example, brushing your teeth, right? You have gotten so used to brushing your teeth every day for so long that no matter what, if you're gonna have a good day, a bad day, or a great day, you still take care of your teeth no matter what. That's what consistency is. That's what it truly is. It doesn't make you need to have the best days or the best energy. It doesn't need any of that. It just keeps up with the habits that you have built over time for yourself, which in total makes how your day is going to be. Now, I see many people overlook having consistency with just, working out in general, or if any goal that they want to reach, that they focus on motivation. They focus on mostly on the excitement of actually doing what needs to be done. People overlook it. They wonder why they can't really keep up with building new habits or actually doing what they need to do. And that's mostly because you are relying on the feeling, not on the actual work. You're relying more on how you feel during that time than actually caring for what you need to do. Because, and I'm gonna be honest, seeing a habit for just 2 days does not mean that that's gonna stick later on. It takes usually like more days, more weeks to get used to it, like 3 to 4 weeks to get used into a habit. And most people, they can't do it every day due to circumstances or their own decisions. Because your own decisions can decide whether you actually make good habits and grow, or just to do do stuff for 2 days and then drop it right after. You don't want to be like that, and that could be due to how you usually feel, your energy levels, and your overall mood that you have. In which, depending on how you are, that can lead you into comfort, pleasure, and things that won't benefit you at all. That may seem beneficial right now, but later on it's not going to mean anything. I know you want to have and build a foundation for yourself to actually make progress, to focus without needing motivation, and to do what you need to do regardless of how you feel. That's probably why you're still watching this video right now. You're tired of having these bad habits taking over you because you know it's ruining you. You and you actually want to do better for not only your life, yourself as a whole. So let me explain how to properly build consistency. Now, to properly build consistency, start to set clear goals, not only for your mind, for your body as well. Look, it doesn't have to be about trying to do 500 push-ups daily, or somehow just do deep work immediately for 3 hours straight. Just manageable and achievable goals day after day. And the reason why I say this is because I feel that most of us, we always like the start of our journey about trying to become great, about trying to actually, put focus to our goals, right? But then we use so much energy at the start that when we actually need to put the work, it fades. Because it seems either A, too far, or B, we're just burn out. And what you're doing is that you're training your mind to start to get used to doing what it needs to do every day instead of relying on just easy pleasure or comfort that you may have built up. Here's an example on screen on on how clear goals for the day can be organized. It doesn't have to be completed by order, but it has to be done by either the end of the day or B by a certain time. Because this will train your mind to understand that it needs to do these types of tasks before the end of the day, before 9 p.m., before 2 p.m., whatever time you set it up for. And just with these types of tasks, you are structuring your mind to focus on the tasks that you know you can do, which builds up confidence, better mood, and self-control and understanding on what you are doing. Don't just try to set a task you know you are not ready for. Like for example, I don't know, doing 500 push-ups in 10 minutes. I don't think that's possible unless you can. Structure so your mind can be able to adjust to these types of habits. So over time, when your mind is already used to, maybe doing 100 push-ups a day or maybe doing 10 push-ups a day, right? Your mind won't try to resist growing. So basically, for example, let's say if you gotten used to doing 10 push-ups every single day, right? When you want to grow into 20 push-ups, your mind's not gonna restrict you from doing it. And the reason why it won't try to fight it is because it has already proved itself right, which stacks up wins. Just by you doing a certain task that you need to do, that builds up a win. That right there builds up a win. And when you keep building up wins day after day, your mind, it won't procrastinate anymore. It won't. Maybe it will at times, but overall, it will try and stop. It will try to resist procrastination. This is how your mind is trained. Not by trying to do the maximum every single day, but it's just by increasing it, maybe day after day, after your body's gotten used to it, so it's more easy for your body and your mind to do what it needs to do without worrying over if it has time to do anything or not. This will make sure of it. And you can build it up day after day. You can maybe do 10 push-ups one day, the next one an extra 10. Just make sure your mind and your body is used to whatever you do, so it won't try to. Now, just by doing this, you are already making your mind understand that it needs to stay focused, disciplined, and just to achieve small wins every single day. In reality, I'm just be honest, it builds confidence. It builds just by doing tests either. It's not by just doing them. Because you can do what you need to do, yes. If you don't manage your time properly with it as well, you won't be able to handle the pressure of it when you're on a time constraint, when you have stuff to do, right? So that is why, while you're setting up your goals, I want you to also build up the habit of time management. Time management is where you do certain tasks in a certain time frame, making sure they use time efficiently. Like for example, I'll give you an example on screen on the same schedule by a certain time that it needs to be done. As I said before, the task can be due at any time, but I recommend you to set it by a certain time that you know you're going to be busy. So you won't, number one, procrastinate on yourself not doing it. So you can actually do it. So you can actually do it. And two, so your mind can be more clear later on during the day. It may seem simple at first, yes, but once you try it out, it will be hard. It will be hard to get adjusted to at first because the feeling of you feeling fatigued after a task, not really wanting to do it, or just trying to distract yourself from doing what you need to do. I can guarantee you that one of these things will happen when you're trying to actually manage your time properly with these tasks that you need to do. Because I'm also guilty of it as well. But just because it's hard at first doesn't mean that you can't do it at all. Because for me specifically, I see time management as more of being locked in on whatever I needed to do during that time. And I also see it as me just trying to become better every single day. So I recommend you to not see time management as like a prison, as like you being forced to do things, but as a way to feel free. So later on, once you get everything done for the day, you will be able to rest because throughout every single day, there will be distractions. There will be. And when you have learned to master time properly, you will see how easy it is to just stay focused. Even when things may not go your way, you know what needs to be done and you know to not waste time. With all of this being said, that is how consistency is made. Winning the day slowly and using time to your advantage. It gives you a sense of clarity for your mind, making motivation basically built in. when you do set clear goals for yourself and you manage your time properly with them, it doesn't guarantee that every single day will go perfect. All right. Don't just expect every single day to just go your way with your tasks. Some things can happen. There will still be days where distractions might win over your body, where comfort is thrown at you, where focus is thrown out the window, and there'll be days that you may procrastinate. But when those things happen, don't beat yourself over it. Just realign, refocus, and reflect on what you can control. That's what I do when I feel lost at times as well. Believe that you can make progress, and you will make more than you have ever thought so. So please, take action now, my friend. Let doubt steal your mind. Control it, and you will see yourself winning every single day. Now that is all that I had to say for today. So make sure to work out when needed to, rely on making progress, and build efficient habits. And please, stay consistent with them. Please. I can guarantee you that when you start to properly build up time management and actually making manageable, achievable goals every single day, you will see a change in not only in confidence, but in mostly discipline. You'll be able to handle tough situations where you might have not before. Just being honest. So remember, don't let your mind work against for you. Train it so you can work with it. Because when you properly train it, it helps to become the best version of you, no matter the circumstances. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you, my friend, in the next one. Peace.